Wow. Kyle Busch trying to take second. It's McMurray in the 26. This portion of NASCAR on TNT's Wide Open coverage is brought to you by NASCAR Hot Pass, only on DirecTV. Gilliland in the 38, McMurray in the 26. Boy, Boyer right on the bumper.
Yeah, he took a look down there. He kind of got blocked a little bit, had to get out of the throttle a little bit. And there was enough room between him and the 48 where it didn't cause too much of a problem.
You got to give Boyer a little bit of a call. He worked his way back up in here because he dropped absolutely to the back of the pack when he had that ignition trouble earlier.
Truex now up to third spot. I just don't think, I think 26 has got a good car. I just don't think he's got enough help up on that high line there, Ralph.
Well, Wally, they're going to try to work together. Matt Kenseth in that yellow 17 and his teammate Jamie McMurray just in front of him in that yellow and blue number 26. In fact, Matt's been kidding him on the radio throughout the race about him getting that penalty earlier on. They're going to work together. He said, I'm not going to shove you all the way off the track down in turn 2, but I'll help push you to the front, Matt.
I'll pick it up from here, Ralph. Jeff Gordon back there in the pack in the 24 cars. Larry Mack mentioned started on the pole, and Larry Mack, he wasn't hiding down the back. They were trying the front end of the car all night long, had trouble working. They put tape on it on the last 2 stops. They've done air pressure, wedge, and track bar. The 24 much better, currently in 9th, getting a little push from Mark Martin, Matt.
Marty Jimmy Johnson not giving up the bottom. He is hanging with it. And really, the decision was to stay out. He was one of those cars that didn't pit because they didn't want to take a chance of having some kind of incident on pit road. That happened to David Stremme right now. Just being patient, waiting until the final few laps.
Hard to be patient right about now.
Yeah, it really is. You know, getting back to what we were talking about between the 17, I don't think the 17 is good enough to help 26 right now.
No, I don't think he's good enough. He wasn't good enough to help the 24 at the first of the race on cold tires. I think the 17, the 26, if we go back to the first of the race, those guys came on after about 20 or 25 laps. I think best case scenario for those 2 cars, or the Roush cars in general, is to finish the race under green, to be there towards the end, because those cars the handling seems to stay with them a little bit more. Tires are overcoming handling right now. Obvious the way these guys are jumping around. But tires are overcoming that.
So you're saying a longer green flag run?
A longer green flag run, I feel, is going to benefit the 17 and the 26 more so than the 5 and some of the other cars.
Marty.
Well, guys, up front, Martin Truex Jr. has found his way to the front. Midway through this race, he said the car won't run anymore. He was wondering what was happening. Well, what happened was he fell back in the traffic. Once they got back up front, the car has come back to life for Truex. I talked to him yesterday. He told me he left here in February feeling like he left some unfinished business at Daytona. Had a car that could finish in the top 5. Running up front right now, maybe he might win again, guys.
Tell you what, that 38 of David Gilliland restarted 17th. You know, we talked about the Busch brothers and their problems at Charlotte. You have to watch them here at the front, too. Kurt, the race leader, his brother Kyle right behind him. Matt.
Bill, a lot of drivers will tell you, you just get to a certain point in your career, and it's almost like flipping a switch. Things just come together, and that's what's happened, what Todd Parris says with David Gilliland. He says they've gotten a lot better in their communication, and he's gotten a lot smarter as a driver. Last year they ran racing.
Oh, trouble that.
Stuff up.
Juan Pablo Montoya, Bobby Labonte in the 43. A lot of guys dodging traffic back there. Caution is out. Inside of 30 to go. John Andretti.
All right, take it easy. Slow down and take care of the tires. You're not that bad. We'll fix the fenders. Keep going here, okay? Don't blow the tires out.
Billy Wilburn, crew chief for John Andretti. John was running in the 27th position last time by. Ooh. Oh! Montoya with the wild ride. Who was that that hit the wall first?
Well, I think, did Labonte get into somebody?
Yeah,
or?
no, it looked like the 00.
Got
into the outside wall. Bobby, it looked like
Yeah, they
left.
stayed up top. Well, but he was already wrecking there. But yeah, that was just a chain reaction.
And Bobby turns left and checks up, and then Montoya just runs all over him.
David Rudeman.
But Montoya's got no place to go. Let me be clear on that too. It's not that he ran over him,
but he did. Yeah, literally.
What part was it where there's a lot of damage to that 43? You can see that.
In front of you, James. Go high, go high, go high.
That's Earnhardt there, isn't it?
That's Earnhardt
Yeah.
again. That's the 8 car again.
He's having a wonderful night.
Yeah, 26 laps down, having all kinds of fun.
That's why when you're 26 laps down, you don't want to be running in a pack, because you just get gathered in somebody else's stuff, man.
Tony was also hanging out back there, trying to stay out of trouble. Caution is out. Now we're going to see what happens.
I'm coming for tires, but I always do.
Mr. Crew Chief?
Guys, it's nights like tonight that I'm glad I'm up here doing a little bit of broadcasting, because this is a tough decision. We have 31 cars on the lead lap. We're going to have about 25 laps to go. Right now, those guys that stayed out on that last caution, like Kyle and Kurt Busch, David Gilliland, and Mark Truex Jr., now they're getting to 18 laps on the tires. And Kyle and Wally, you know it's not that fresh tires will help the speed of the car. It just helps you be able to maneuver. And trust me, when it gets down to the end, you better be able to maneuver. I think we'll see a split decision. I think we'll see some cars on pit road. I think we'll see some guys that follow the leaders down pit road. I think we'll see them stay out, because you know what? It's the only shot they have to win a race.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more stay out this time than what we saw last time. That's just my opinion, because I think track position is so important right now.
Kyle, that's what it looks like's happening. Is follow the leader out on the racetrack.
I think the pits are closed right now, but
yeah,
I don't. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know, Kyle. It depends on where you're sitting. If your car's good, man, if you're McMurray or somebody like that, I'm thinking you want to put on tires.
But you know, and like I said, I stand by halfway. I'm gonna halfway stand by what I said before. McMurray and those guys need long greens. I just think they need long greens. I think the 17 car needs a long green, and we don't have a long green left. We only have 27 laps.
I want a halfway standby.
Only halfway.
I want you to explain that to me.
I'm only halfway standing by.
You're only halfway so you're on both sides of the fence on this one.
No matter what I say.
You're going to be halfway right.
Marty.
Or halfway wrong.
No matter what I say, I stand behind for 7 days. After that, I reserve the right to change my mind.
I thought it was only till Sunday night at midnight, Kyle. You stood behind
Sunday night midnight. You know my saying. That's it. It's over with after that.
That's your personal policy. You know, I think you got to come here, guys, because these guys will have 18 laps on their tires right now. And if you're Kyle Busch and those guys, you see how Martin Truex Jr. and some of those guys came up through the field on those fresh tires, the 38 car. So I think you've got to come here now. Otherwise, tires will beat you if you don't come in and you're at the front.
You know, I'm going to agree with Marty, and I know that's hard to believe. First time. It's first time in 7 years.
Oh, my God.
I am going to agree with Marty. Marty, I hope you don't hang me out on this one.
This portion of NASCAR on TNT's Wide Open Coverage is brought to you by Pepsi Racing. Under caution after a multi-car crash.
I should let me go back.
No.
I'm going to halfway stand by Marty.
I'll take it back. I hope everybody pits. I hope everybody stays out. I'm going to go with them. There, I'm still halfway in.
I still don't know what you said. Oh, man. Pits are open this time by. And Kyle's going to be right no matter what, so.
Yeah, because we're all confused.
I'm telling you, some of these cars, I'm telling you. I mean, I'd just about be willing to stay out. But it looks like everybody's going to come down pit road.
I think you're going to be completely wrong on this one.
I am. That's what I said.
Marty and I were right, though.
Ralph, good call, Marty.
Well, when Kurt Busch saw the caution come out, he said to his crew chief, Pat Trice, all right, Pat, this is where you make your money. Pat said, bring it on in here. Let's put 4 tires, make no adjustments, take some fuel, and get back out there and win this race, Matt.
Debating a 2-tire change in the 38. He definitely wanted a track bar adjustment. The car just too much on the tight side, and he stalls it, trying to get around the 5. He's away. Hardy.
Kyle Busch, he leaves pit road, Matt, with 4 fresh tires. He said he was a little too free at the beginning of that run, so 3/4 of a little too tight at the beginning of that run. 3/4 of a round up on the track bar, trying to free it up just a little bit. Lindsay.
Marty, Matt Kenseth said he wanted to make the front end turn. It wasn't turning at all in the middle, so they put a half round in the left rear spring, gave him 4 tires and fuel.
How about that? All kinds of different strategy. Last week, Denny Hamlin won when he took 2 tires. Will it be 2, 4, or luck? Come back to TNT's wide open coverage in less than 90 seconds.